Good to see you both here today. Let's go ahead and just come into a nice comfortable seat. And let's go ahead and sit forward in the chair today. So starting in a more active Tadasana mountain pose. Just have a peek down at your feet and make sure that your knees are landing over your ankles. So feet are about hips distance apart. If you do have props at home, you're always welcome to take. Sometimes a block between the feet can feel nice. Sometimes a block between the thighs can feel nice. So that just gives your legs a little feedback, not necessary, but sometimes it can be, just a nice change to start that way. And then you can just take your hands on your thighs. Really start to root down into your feet, into your sit bones. And as that begins to happen, notice how you start to find a little more lengthening and stretching through the sides of the waist. Good. Allow your eyes to close if they haven't already. And then just take a nice, smooth, deep inhale through your nose. And open your mouth, sigh the breath out, let it go. Ha. Couple more times like that. Smooth, deep, full inhale. Full, complete exhale, let the breath go. Ha. And again, one more time. Fill up on the inhale. Sigh the breath out. Ha. And then we're going to start to inhale through the nose and then also exhale through the nose. And you might start to constrict the sides of your throat. Welcome, Martha. We're just getting started. So as you constrict the sides of your throat, if you're choosing to do that, you're going to hear this sound. So there's this soft rush of air in the back of your throat. It sounds like ocean waves or that Darth Vader sound. And you don't have to overdo it, but it is noticeable to you. Maybe, we've practiced this for many years, most of us together. So this breath might immediately have this calming quality, this focusing quality. So listening to that breath really does help to quiet the mind. And it gives you that focal point. So it's a little easier sometimes to let go of the thoughts that are coming in and out. Maybe the distractions happening in the room around you. And that being said, some days, even with our old friend, the breath, present, some days it's just harder than others. So just observe where you're at today and be good with that, whatever it looks like, especially if it's feeling a little extra challenging today. And then just continue like this, and we're going to be here for a few moments. So soaking up the stillness, the quiet, the sound of your breath. Just notice what it feels like to be inside your body in this moment. Notice the places where you just start to grip almost without being aware of it. So for a lot of us, it's the shoulders or the face, the jaw. Sometimes the fingers or the toes can clench. Just release in those places. Let's take a deep inhale here together. Open your mouth, sigh the breath out again. Ha. And then just flutter your eyes open. And let's move right away into our cat-cow today. So if you're using the block between your thighs, you're welcome to keep it there if you'd like. You can lose it if you'd like. But just place your hands on your thighs. And as you inhale, we're going to find that arch in our lumbar. So you rock forward on your sit bones. You get this cobra feeling in your upper body. And then exhale, we move in the opposite direction. So chin towards chest. Inhale, find the heart. This looks lovely, ladies. Exhale, you round in. And you're welcome to keep your eyes open here. If they are, just keep your gaze soft and gentle. Your eyes might be closed. Sometimes that can feel really nice. You can really put your brain inside your spine here. And you just notice how it's feeling. Where is there a little more space, a little more ease? Where are you feeling a little stuck? Just also enjoy how it feels to move with the breath like this. So you start to find this nice rhythm, which always feels really good. It has this calming quality, this meditative quality. Good, and then let's just start to transition this into our suki rolls. These can be big, they can be small. You can kind of dip the shoulders, dip the chin, the neck. So really just make it yours. Just see how everything is feeling. You're gonna feel this, the kind of below your waist, lower back area. Sometimes it can be quite intense. And you might even get it in some different places too. So we're involving the whole spine here. Maybe you can feel this a little bit in your shoulders, in your neck. So you're just noticing, you're observing. One of the great gifts of our yoga practice that it teaches us to pay attention. Really nice. Let's start to switch directions. Really lovely. Let's start to make these circles a little smaller. And then we're going to go ahead and just come to that nice mountain pose. So the weight is right on the center of your sit bones, root down. Again, you're finding that length through the sides of the waist. Let's roll the shoulders back. Roll them forward. Let's roll back again. And then just allow the shoulder blades to release down your back. You can take your arms by your side. So you're getting a little external rotation at the shoulder. So hands are kind of spinning out. Let's inhale. Reach out wide. Unless that doesn't feel good or you don't have the space to do that, you can always reach forward as well. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. And then this time, let's release the palms. Inhale, stretch forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. We're going to just do a couple more like that. So as you release down, find that external rotation. Take up space. Reach out and up on your inhale. Lovely. Exhale, hands to heart center. And then hands just release your palms, face in towards your thighs. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale. Let's do one more complete cycle like that. So hands released by your sides. Find that external rotation. Reach out and up, assuming it feels good to do so in your body. Exhale, hands to heart center. And inhale, reach up. Exhale. And then let's just release the arms by the sides again. So finding that nice, beautiful Tadasana, your mountain pose. Just inhale the arms out wide. So wrists in line with your shoulders. Couple breaths here. Feel those shoulder blades squeeze in towards each other. Deep inhale. Exhale. Little twist to the right. Let's inhale back to center. So we're just going to warm this up before we come into the twist. Exhale. Little twist to the left. You might not go very far at all. Inhale to center. Exhale right. Good. Inhale center. And lower body stays exactly the same. Exhale left. And just twisting from above the waist. Let's do one more to each side, and then we're going to hold. Exhale, twist. And always release your hands down. This is hard to keep the arms up like this. Back to center. Exhale, twist left. Good. A break is in sight. Inhale, come center. Exhale, twist to the right. Good. Inhale, stretch out. And then exhale, hallelujah. Release those arms down. So your left hand is going to come to the inside of your left thigh, maybe to your right thigh. It all just kind of depends on how your body's feeling today. So both are good options. And your right hand's just holding on to something behind you. Wherever you're at, you're pressing your shoulder heads back. You're seeing what's in front of you. You might be moving towards bringing your gaze out of your shoulder. And you're keeping that breath smooth and steady. Especially bring a lot of attention to the inhale. Try to fill up. It's a little trickier in these deep twists. Good, deep inhale. Exhale, unwind, come to center. Good, inhale, stretch the arms out wide. And exhale, twist to the left. Stretch out for your fingertips. And then as you exhale, release the hands, the arms down. So right hand be on right thigh, it can be the other side of left thigh. This side might look different. So we're always paying attention. We're always noticing where we're at on any given day. We're making little adjustments. So in that sense, our yoga practice is really fluid. It really serves us. It's here to help us to, find some space and ease in our bodies and focus in the mind. You might be looking towards bringing your gaze out over that left shoulder, engaging that by how the neck feels. Deep inhale. And exhale, unwind, come back to center. So let's go ahead and just move into a little neck and shoulder work. If you do have the blocks between your thighs or feet and you want to get rid of those at this point, feel free. If you're still enjoying using them, that's fine. Maybe set up with one block on either side of your feet, so we'll eventually move into some sun salutes. But let's just find our nice fountain pose here. And then exhale, drop chin towards chest. Any amount, starting out, it's not going to be very much. Inhale, lift. Exhale, again, just release that chin towards your chest. Inhale, lift. Couple more, exhale, chin towards chest. Inhale, lift. You might already notice that your shoulders are wanting to help out. See if you can just keep them resisting down. Chin towards chest on your exhale, and we're going to hang out here. Imagine, just visualize your breath going to the back of your neck. It's creating a little space, a little ease. The muscles back here, they like to grip a lot. They work really hard to keep the head upright. Relative to their size, they're doing a lot of work. They're navigating the brain, the skull. All right, let's inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, right ear towards right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale to the right again. And just starting out this tiny movement. Inhale, you come on. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. And one more time, exhale to the right. Hanging out here, breath smooth and steady. You're gonna feel a lot of sensation on this left side of your neck. Some days it's more than others. So you always can back out a little bit if you need to. It's this fine line between, sensation and being in a place that's like maybe not a good place to stay. You might be moving towards injurious movement. You never want that. We want to be doing this for many, many, many years to come. Let's keep this right ear towards this right shoulder, but start to tuck your chin towards your chest a little bit. And right away, I felt the sensation shift quite a bit. So this gets into some pretty intense places. Again, back out and kind of work your way down in. We're going to be here several breaths. Get curious about what's happening in your body. And then also just remind yourself to keep coming back to your breath. So that often helps us to be present in poses, even if they're challenging. Let's keep our chin tucked here and just drop towards the center. Hang out here a few breaths. Notice how this is feeling different. Just check in, make sure that those shoulders aren't helping out. Feel that length in the cervical spine. We're going to inhale, lift our chin. And then exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Good. Inhale. Couple more. Exhale. Inhale up to center. And exhale. Just releasing here. And right away, you're paying attention to this side of your neck, this right side. How does it feel? How is it different than the other side? Not necessarily trying to change anything, but just noticing. Left ear stays toward left shoulder, but starts to tuck your chin towards your chest. For me and my body, it kind of takes the sensation more to the back of the neck, the shoulders. Just observe what's going on for you. Good, and then again, just keep your chin tucked. But roll to center. Hang out here a few breaths. Back of the neck, nice and long. Good, let's keep the chin tucked as you exhale. Bring that right ear towards your right shoulder, so it's just little like quarter circle rolls. Exhale, back to center. Good, inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. Just connecting movement with the breath. Inhale, right. Beautiful work. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Good. Exhale, center. Let's do one more full cycle. Just move with your breath. No rush. When you're done with that left side, we just meet back in the middle, chin towards chest. Pretend that somebody is pressing down on your shoulders. Feel those shoulder blades release towards your sit bones. So even as you're dropping your chin towards your chest, there's this open feeling across your heart and chest. As much as your chin is dropping, your chest is lifting. And nice and easy as you inhale, lift your head. Let's give the shoulders a roll out again. Maybe they're less crunchy. Mine is still pretty crunchy. Some days. And you can roll forward. And roll back again. Now let's just release our arms by our side. We're going to just flow a little bit side to side, doing our lateral stretching. So inhale, root into your sit bones. Lean off to the right, left arm comes up. Exhale, release down. Good, inhale. Right arm reaches. Beautiful work as you exhale, release. And then you just move on with your breath here. Again, you're welcome to keep your eyes open. If you're doing that, you're just keeping your gaze soft and gentle in front of you. You're also welcome to close your eyes, assuming that you feel pretty safe, stable. Really try to find lots of length here, especially through the side of the body, the arm that is reaching up. And then also just enjoy how the side stretching feels. We'll hold eventually, so you'll be able to key into that better. It's definitely one of those yummy stretches. Couple more complete full cycles. Finding this nice, easy flow, nice rhythm. And then the next time you are leaning off to the right, reaching that left arm up and over, let's just hang out there. Anchor down into that left sit bone a little more, get a little heavier there. Maybe that means you come out of the side stretch a bit. You can always bend this top arm too. You can even release that arm by the side if you need a little break. So always lots of ways to modify these poses. You can always feel free to play around, explore. Maybe do these right ribs roll up, maybe gaze up underneath that top arm if it feels okay here now. Or just exhale, release down. And then inhale, right arm up and over, anchoring into that right sit bone. Rooting down there helps you to find this length, but also this action of a little bit of twist, those left ribs wrapping up. Feel your shoulder blades release in towards each other on your back. Maybe you're gazing up underneath that top arm. Check in with your breath again. It's smooth and steady. That inhale through your nose, that exhale through your nose. Good. Exhale. Come back to center. Really nice. And then just find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Allow your eyelids to close. And just do a little mini check-in here. So how are you feeling differently than when we started? What are some of the sensations in your body? You might be feeling some heat. You might be feeling some space. You might be feeling the beat of your heart. Breath may have sped up. All those physical sensations. Energetically notice how you're feeling. Maybe a little clearer. Maybe a little more focused. Maybe it's making you grumpy. Hopefully not. You're feeling a little joy. It always feels so good to move and work like this. So let's blink our eyes open. Let's release our arms by our sides, and we're going to just move into some of our half sun salutes before we move into some other poses here. So again, as you inhale, you can take your arms out enough or forward enough, whatever feels best, and you can mix and match these to really make them your own. And then as you exhale, you can take your arms out wide, so swan dive in, or maybe they just come down the midline, and then you use your hands to help you roll into your Uttanasana. We'll hold this Uttanasana eventually, but we're just going to flow right. As you inhale, you can take your hands to those blocks, or maybe to your shins or thighs. Chest extends forward, gaze comes forward, little cobra pose. Exhale, you fold back in. And then inhale, you can slowly roll up again, maybe using your hands on your thighs to help you go there. Or perhaps you take your arms out nice and wide to that reverse swan dive up. They're all good variations. Exhale, hands can come down heart center. If you like taking your arms out wide, you're welcome to do that. Beautiful. All right, so that was round one. Let's keep moving. Inhale, stretching up. Extended mountain pose. You might press palms and gaze up. As you exhale, you hinge forward and fold in. Let that chin release towards your chest, lengthening the back of the neck. Inhale, find that extension through the sides of your waist. Beautiful. Exhale, back into the forward fold. And then rooting down. Taking arms on and up, or forward and up. Exhale, hands to heart center, however you get them there. So let's do 3 more of these. I'm going to let you just flow on your own. You're always welcome to skip them. If you had enough, just come into cat-cow. Otherwise, as you're ready, let's take 2 or 3 rounds of this Ardha Surya Namaskar, this half sun salute. And add, subtract anything. Just flowing with the breath here, which always feels really nice. These half sun salutes, also sun salutes really, it's just a series of forward folding and back bending. You're just alternating one into the other. So it's kind of like an advanced cat-cow. So more things are getting involved. And it does have that nice calming quality. Really soaking up your breath here. It's like your own personal soundtrack. So lovely. When you're done with your third round, just pause in your Tadasana, your mountain pose, palms together at your heart. And your eyes closed or gaze down at your fingertips. Allow the breath to slow down if it's starting to speed up. And then let's go ahead and take that forward fold to that Uttanasana. So let's just release the arms by our side together. Inhale, reach up. And then we're going to exhale, fold in, whatever that looks like for you. And we're going to hang out here for several rounds of breath. So chin releasing towards chest. Trying to let the back of your neck really lengthen. The head feels heavy. We're kind of just using gravity and the weight of our own body to help us find some tractioning in the spine. Notice if your shoulders are gripping up towards your ears, so you can soften them down. And then let's stay in this forward fold. You can use your hands to your legs to help you press up if you need to, but nice and slow. Just start to roll on up. So your head is the last thing to come up. You're feeling the vertebrae stack on top of each other one at a time. You might get a little head rush coming out of this, so just take a moment. Find your breath. Find this nice tall seat. Beautiful work. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little more twisting. We're going to do a few variations. So we're going to actually just keep our legs exactly like this to start. Inhale, take the arms out wide. Good. And then actually, let's on the next inhale, reach them up overhead. Good. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. So you're going to vigorously press your palms in towards one another. Widening across the backs of the shoulders. You're feeling that lift of your sternum. Deep inhale. Good. And then just nice and subtle, like as we started with our first twist. Exhale, just your upper body turns to the right a little bit. Good. Inhale to center. Exhale. Little twist to the left. Good. Inhale, center. We're going to do 2 more of these to each side. So you can move with me if that pace is working. Otherwise, you're just moving with your breath. Tiny, tiny movement. And after you've done 2 complete cycles, the next time you twist to the right, you're just going to hang out there. Again, find that action of palms pressing in towards each other, coming towards heart center, and then maybe even bring your thumbs towards your chest and try to lift your chest to your thumbs. You can stay here like this. If you'd like to hinge forward, a couple of variations here. So you can take your left elbow to the inside of that left thigh. If twisting is easier in your body, you might bring that left elbow on top of that right thigh or towards the outside. Again, find that action. Palms pressing in towards the center. Notice how you're lengthening through that left side of your waist and then wrapping those ribs up towards the ceiling. These look good. It's a nice deep twist here. Again, you can be upright too. So if this variation isn't feeling good in your body, come on out of it. You can always try and then decide not to do it. These look good. All right, so from here, if you are forward folding, let's inhale, lift back up. Good, and then exhale, twist to the left. So vigorously pressing palms together here. Really trying to generate the movement of the twist in the spine. So it happens the top half of the body. So trying not to get legs too terribly involved here. And you're observing how this side feels in your body. Again, you're welcome to stay here like this. If you would like to, stay in the twist but hinge forward and either bring that right arm towards your right leg, or again, you're welcome to take it to the outside. It's a little deeper. One is not better than the other. They're both doing the same thing. And again, just press that left palm vigorously into your right palm. You might be bringing your gaze up towards that left shoulder. Trying to fill up on your inhale. These look great. Deep inhale. As you exhale, maybe twist them a little deeper. And then inhale, so it's a little core here. If you hinge forward, come on up. Exhale, come back to center. Just release your hands onto your thighs. Good. And I think it might just feel good again to give the shoulders a little wiggle out here. Mine are officially getting a little less crunchy. Can take a whole hour of yoga sometimes to get there. Roll forward. Sometimes a full hour of yoga isn't enough. Good. Let's roll back again. Okay, so if you do have a block, I'm going to invite you to place it between your feet. And then a couple of variations here. You can keep your knees exactly, or your legs as they are. If you'd like to go a little wider, legs, if that's available to you and you feel safe and stable, you could also do that. So both are good. We're just going to come again into a little twist here. So you decide where you want to be. And let's bring our hands to our hips. You're going to gently squeeze your elbows in. Good. We're going to inhale, stretch our left arm up. Nice. You're going to keep squeezing that right elbow in. As you exhale, you're going to hinge forward, and you're going to bring your left palm to your block. You might have to adjust your block a little bit. So it's going to kind of almost come underneath your nose. And then from here, you're going to start to rock those left ribs to the right. You're going to keep pressing that right shoulder head back. Gorgeous. These look great. Just another variation of our twist here. Maybe you're moving towards looking up over that right shoulder. And then finally, if you'd like, you can go ahead and extend that right arm up. And again, you can always try that out. If it feels too intense, you just take that hand back to your hip. Just a couple breaths here. And deep inhale. As we exhale, let's just unwind. Find that little forward fold again. So your Uttanasana, just a couple of breaths. Back of the neck, releasing, lengthening. And then we inhale. Slowly roll on up. Good work. All right, so hands come to your hips again. So it's a little bit of a cobra pose feeling. Not even a little, it's a lot of that feeling as the elbows squeeze in. We're going to keep this left hand on our hip. Inhale, stretch. And then hinge forward. And then you're going to bring that hand to your block. You can adjust the height if you need. As you root down into that hand, start to twist to the left. You're pressing this left shoulder head back. You're lengthening through both sides of your waist. You're wrapping those right ribs up towards the ceiling. These are beautiful. And you're breathing. Trying to fill up on the inhale. As you empty out on the exhale, maybe you twist in a little deeper. You can stay here like this with your left arm. If you wanted to extend that arm up, you're welcome to do that. So we kind of have triangle pose arms in this twist. So the shoulder blades are stacking on top of each other. Finding your wingspan, you're stretching out. Maybe you're looking up at that thumb. Maybe you're even extending forward through the crown of your head a little bit. Yeah. Deep inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and unwind again. And then just find that little forward fold. And then let's go ahead and roll on up. Use your hands to help you press up. Lovely work. If you took your legs out wide, you can just go ahead and come back to your classic mountain pose position. And let's do one more twist here. So we're going to move into towards our twisting crescent. I don't know why that was so hard to say. But you are welcome to stay with any variation that we've just done if you like those. So right knee stays bent. Maybe you extend that left leg to straight. And again, you can just skip that and stay in your Tadasana with your legs. Good. All right, so let's inhale, take the arms out and up. So just a couple of breaths here in our crescent pose. You might even start to bring your gaze up. Press your palms together. As you exhale, palms come towards heart center. Inhale, find length through both sides of the waist. And then exhale, twist to the right. Vigorously pressing palms towards heart center. So we've been here. We've got this variation now with that left leg extended straight, so it might feel a little different in your body. Again, your option is to stay here like this. If you would like to exhale, hinge forward and take that left elbow to that right thigh, you're welcome to do so. Steady, even. So depending upon how this pose feels in your body, how twisting feels in your body, you are again welcome to extend one or both arms. Yeah, nice. Sometimes it can feel like that gives us a little more leverage to twist in a little deeper. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that. Beautiful work. Let's take one more deep inhale. As you exhale, you're going to just unwind. If you're still upright, join us in folding forward, and you can find your blocks again. This is going to be really nice. You're going to feel this release in your lower back, but you also might get a little hamstring stretch if your left leg is extended. So you're going to feel it in the back of that leg. If it's too much, you can always take a little bend in that knee. And then as you inhale, just start to make your way up. So you can use your hands to press up. You can reverse swan dive up. And whatever feels good for you. Let's rebend that left knee. Find those sit bones, that nice Tadasana pose. Beautiful, Martha. And we're going to extend that right leg to straight. Or perhaps that doesn't feel right on this side. So again, side to side, these poses don't need to look exactly the same. So we're always making little modifications. Find those sit bones, root down, inhale, crescent pose. Full breaths here, so just nice and neutral, no twisting. Find your fullest expression of this pose. It's a pretty one. Maybe you're gazing at pressing palms together. As you exhale, hands come to heart center. Find that feeling of really pressing them in towards each other. Feel those shoulder blades releasing down your back. Deep inhale, all that length to the sides of your waist. As you exhale, twist to the left. So just doing this is a lot. So it's a perfectly good place to stay. If you were wanting to play with going in deeper, as you exhale, maybe you hinge forward and take that right arm to the outside of that left thigh. Just be mindful it might not happen on this side, even though it happened on the other side. Okay, never forcing anything. If you'd like to split your arms, you're welcome to do so. Maybe you're moving towards gazing up at that left thumb. Leaning your head back slightly. Deep inhale. As we exhale, we take that forward fold. So you can join us here if you stayed upright. Send your breath, your exhale to the belly of that hamstring, the back of that leg. Really big muscle that's pretty tight for most of us. And then from here, again, you can take that reverse swan dive up, maybe find your crescent pose one more time. You can use your hands to help you roll up. And you eventually find your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Beautiful work. So let's move into a little breath work here before we come into our final resting pose. So let's do some of our alternate nostril breathing today. So our Nadi Shodhana. So let's just take our hands, give the fingers a little wiggle out. Do some hand pops, little jazz fingers. Looks like a little Zoom jazz choir. All right, so let's mix it up today. Let's go ahead and do this with our left hand. So you can place your right hand down on your thigh. All right. So as you know, it doesn't really matter how you're using this hand to block your nostrils. You could use your thumb and index. The more classic mudra is to bend second and third finger in. I actually have a hard time doing that. And then it's like your ring finger and pinky kind of become one. So you can play with that. And you're finding that bony part of your nose and then just coming down to that soft place of the cartilage. And then before we start this, just be mindful that this left shoulder is going to want to get involved and this elbow might start floating up. It happens to all of us. So you're just going to, Keep those shoulder blades releasing down as much as possible. And when we're closing, it's just very gentle pressure. So kind of, trying to keep the fingers as relaxed as possible. Let's go ahead and allow our eyelids to close here. And then take a nice deep inhale through both nostrils. Full complete exhale through both nostrils. And let's block our left nostril, inhale through the right. Let's block right, exhale left. Inhale through the left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Good, block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. All right, so let's block left, exhale right. All right, so let's block right, inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Block right, exhale left. Inhale left. Good, block left, exhale right. Inhale right. Good, block right, exhale left. Go ahead and release that left hand down. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale through both nostrils. Let's take a deep inhale through both nostrils. Open your mouth side and breath out. Ha. And then you're going to move towards a final resting pose so you can stay exactly where you're at. You could find a forward fold if that feels good. Sometimes a child's pose using a table or chair in front of you as a support can feel really nice. You are welcome to lay down on the floor, classic Shavasana. If that's something that's available to you. Just find a place where you can completely relax, surrender, and be still and quiet. So giving the body an opportunity to absorb the work that we've done, giving the brain that same opportunity. Just soaking up these final quiet moments that we have here together. Shavasana. Asato ma satgamaya. Tamaso ma jyotirgamaya. Mrityomamritam gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Take your next inhale, be deeper. Sigh the breath out. You start to just bring some gentle movement back to your body. So wiggle fingers, toes, stretch out anything that feels good here. And you'll eventually land with your palms pile on top of your heart. Sending yourself love and gratitude, sending your body love and gratitude. We send each other love and gratitude. So it's a gift to work and move like this. Just promise yourself you're going to carry this good feeling you've worked so hard to create with you into the rest of the day, the week, the weekend ahead. And finally, just bow your head with a smile. Terrific work today. Thank you.